Right, the next question that we're going to do, you can pause the video and work this on your own. Remember, if Desmos doesn't like those R's, you can change those to X's. For this question, you can look at your supplemental aid sheet for rise over run, also your slope face, Mr. Slope Face, and your Vux Hoy to help you out. If you type these in, this can be something as simple as matching the picture. Remember that you're going to go find points that match, including something like this. You're going to make sure that that dot right there goes to the same spot on whatever one you find is correct. When it says the slope of 0, that's right here. You can see those little zeros beside his mouth, and the undefined slope is right here. That has the U underneath it for undefined. You can also use Vux Hoy. Vertical is an undefined slope, and that's x equals. H is for horizontal, 0 slope, and y equals. Then the next question that we have, we're going to type all of the information in. So we're going to type, and we're looking for perpendicular. Doing the same thing that I'm doing on this question would also be a great idea whenever you are actually doing the STAR test. I've got a bunch of things typed in, so let me go to where we are. All right, so I'm going to turn on. Please notice that I added the point as a table, and then I'm going to check these one at a time. Oh, I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'm missing, it looks like, the equation. So we need y equals 2/5 x plus 2. Okay, there it is. So then I'm missing something else because there's 2/5 x plus 2. Then we have 5 over 2x minus 7. Negative 5 over 2x minus 3. And then plus 3. And then we have, alright, so I'm missing this one right here. I'm going to do my settings and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to change that to a plus. Alright, so as you're typing, make sure that you're typing things in proper. And I'm going to hide, I'm going to use this right here to hide that. Okay, so this one goes through this dot right here, so that's a possibility that it's an answer. Okay, this one right here, the second one, doesn't. So we know that one's not going to be right. That one is not correct. And then this last one on our list also goes through the dot. So we're comparing these two. Which one is correct? Which one is going to be perpendicular? Whenever we're looking for perpendicular, we're looking for the lines that make a right angle when they cross each other. And so that's going to be this one. You can see where they intersect. We have our right angles. Please make sure that your grid is squares when you do this. If you have rectangles, it might be a little misleading. So our answer, again, was the one that says plus 3 at the end. So when you go back to your test, it's this one right here at the bottom. For this question, again, we're going to type in everything that we're given exactly as it is, and we're going to look to see what happens. All right, let me turn those on so we can see. And we have a picture of what's happening. This one right here is the parent function. The parent function for a parabola is x squared, and we're going to start that off with g of x this time. Usually it's f of x, but in this case they wanted g of x. And then what are we doing to that? We're getting this red one. So what do? We have to flip it over. We can see that with our eyes, and it's also getting fatter. It's getting wider. So we're going to look for that answer choice when we go back onto our test. All right, so we see that it's going to flip, and we need to know how it flipped. It looked like this. So where's our mirror that it flips over? Our line that it flips over is right here, and that is your x-axis. And then we're going to look to see if it is a vertical stretch or a horizontal stretch. Vertical means up and down, so am I grabbing it and stretching it up? Or am I grabbing it from the sides and stretching it out? And in this case, we are stretching it out to make it wider. So this one would be a horizontal stretch. The next few questions in the section are going to be to type it in and then do Y1 worm. And there's a little thing that we need to look out for. So for this question, we're looking for rate of change. You can do this by hand. Remember, rate of change is rise over run, that's slope. Watch your numbers. Each box is not 1 in this case. Each box is actually 200. So you can pick a dot and you can count to another dot. I would skip this one in the middle and go to an easier one like this so that you can actually see nice pretty numbers, your rise and your run. You could also type this in, find a couple points, and you can type them in online like this. And then you can ask it to do Y1 worm for you. Now if you'll notice, my table here does not say Y1 worm, it says Y2 because my table has 2's in it. And so that's going to tell you right here your slope is your M value, which is 400 for this question.